guys, my name is Koyoshi. Welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for Switch with the Japanese voices enabled. In the last video we did the last of these side stories, the side story that was. We claimed all the stuff required for the ultimate vessel, which turns out wasn't fully required, you just needed to do a little bit to get the side story. So we did that, progressing some everything through chapter 7 while doing that, and also freed the Kevzi Castle area, so now we have this massive zone to explore, but sad to say that's actually going to be in another episode, because I'm going to go back and complete some other side quests. I mentioned in Proudest that I would give a certain girl a chance to shine, so I'm going to do that. But before we do that, we need to do more horrible stuff. Noah just got some nice new abilities. Oh, we have this new other ability. What's that called? Bounding End. Already upgraded. Adds a 100% chance for attack to be unblockable. Outward AoE. I've never actually used that. This other thing. I know Glorious Rain is useful. Oh, for power charge, so I might keep that on. Let's do that. Oh, I thought I got rid of Jaguar Slash. Full Moon Drop. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Okay, so now we have two different breaks we can use. Need it. Let's keep these for now, actually. Oh yeah, whenever I changed the art setup, I believe it changed some of my items off of what I wanted, and instead gave me something different, so we're gonna give all players Sash. Oh, so we forgot to do sultry rings on these two. The link. Boost critical rate by 50%. That seems like a good amount and fun to do. Boost attack by 20%. Yeah, that's useful. I'm gonna get that. 25 and 20%, so you have like a 45%-ish attack boost here. And also we can get more skill upgrades as well. We're actually gonna chance our talent art. Oh, we already did. What's that chance Feather Sanctuary that gets used a lot? Pauses the timer for all buffs on all allies. Interesting. I'll probably be useful. It's 10% chance to reset enemy recharge when it hits. Positive timer for all debuffs, that's probably really useful. Let's get that. Get his talent art up. defend allies / counter. Yates enemy darn with 100% chance to affect Mike. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. Extreme Pursuit. Already upgraded. Gates enemy guard. Alright. So I wanted to do that for sure, but in kind of a surprise twist of fate, I decided that we're going to give a certain Daryl a chance to shine. But in order to even do that, we have to actually go in and do some stuff in the Patalish region. Oh. Oh no, what do you want to say to me? I've decided I'm just gonna go to Colony Tower entrance. And you know what that means. Yes, we are bringing back our Bell Juniper. We have to as part of the quest line anyway, but I thought it'd be important. All the more reason why I also made sure that Cena was a defender, because we're not going to have a defender otherwise. We definitely need a defender. It'll be really hard to play through without it. There's a specific quest we need to trigger first, and then we can get the heal art. We're probably not going to do this all in one video though, but we will start on the stuff that involves Juniper. And of course, the only way to see that is to put her in our party. Gilstead Juniper is back in. We use this spell a lot. That spell, I'm guessing Serious and Lonely. Yes, I have a personal stash of it. I like to keep some on hand to make herbal tea with. Oh wow, didn't take you for a tea dye. Well, then I got a tip for you, so listen up. Try making tea from Mal the Marsh. It's a fungus, quite pungent, but great for your health. It builds strength, apparently. Stud, thank you. I'll be sure to make a note of it. Alright, so that's actually just another thing, but there are some other hidden effects we can get if we move over here. Specifically, if we use Juniper in a certain series of spots. They were actually available from Chapter 6, but they require some... actually, now I think of it, we need to have Juniper in the party, but we actually think we're not supposed to actually go here. You'll see why because of the quest name a bit later, but we need to actually go over to Colony Lambda instead. We've been here a whole bunch, of course, but we've never really got to see anything here. Oh, hello. Hello, Sir. He says as the real spa, the natural spa washed away his fatigue. Oh, here they are. I support what Koji did. Yeah. I've been hearing all kinds of talk about that. Seems like times are changing here in our colony as well. If you have the colony's interest at heart, then to understand that Koji's got the right idea here. Situation in Colony Lambda. Oh, I just realized we don't have food yet. Whoa! Exactly as I saw. All I do is fight, so it's probably good for me to subject a few rules of regulations. Well, sure, but me and the guys at logistics are getting fed up on how bloated the peacetime bureaucracy is. We're worried about argue with other colonies, and we still got more on our plate, but we still got all this red tape. Throughput's important. Okay, we got our 2 info stuff. Because we need that info thing up there, we're actually gonna go outside of the colony and grab their shelter instead of the cafe, just so we can get a fight to eat. We probably should have done this earlier, because we still kind of need CP. Yeah, we do. We're gonna make that actual recipe, and oh, actually, there's quite a few ones we can do, but specifically, we're gonna make this one again. I haven't actually gotten any of the extra items we need, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna make this. We'll actually go back into the menu just to add it to our favorites so we don't have to scroll down every time. Oh. Oh, you can pin items too. There we go. Easy. Oh, that one doesn't last for as long as I thought. So it is a nice boost, but it only lasts for 27 minutes. Oof. You know, with all boosts, that's a lot less longer than I thought it would be. Well, heck. Almost got this on. To take out more of those like cellophanes. Alright, let's discuss handful down. Forget about it. I was wondering why that took so long. Man, Lab does the most hard-working bunch I've ever seen. Especially talent too. It's no wonder they've held on to their rank for so long. Which means that ending up in a situation like the one we just had is entirely on my head. You're saying that, but you can't please them all. People think this is all hunky-dory. Some don't. There is no right answer. It's a very earnest observation, Uni. A very earnest observer, don't you know? Only Lambda was weak before we established the chain of command. Right, the system was revived, the current structure took shape, and Lambda became a stronger colony. Discipline allowed us to broaden our strategies and strengthen our units. But now those rules are strangling the colony. Doesn't change the fact that these formalities are what make Lambda strong in the first place. That's why they can't just tear down the system they got here, even when they know it's inefficient. That's why Koji took the actions he did to change the system. Koji was thinking of calling Lambda in his own way. Yeah, he had to be. I'm sure he only wanted what was best for Colony. Indeed. As it happens, we set up a place in the commander's office to discuss our next options with the captains. You care to join us? We like as many ideas as we can on the table. Okay, let's have a chat. Alright. Seems like I did check. We're quite far behind in the quest here, so it seems we might have to do this a bit before we do other stuff. Also, let's get herbal tea. Hey, Tyon, I've heard you make herbal tea sometimes. Is that true? Yes. It's something of a hobby. Would you like a cup as well? Putting the boo on Tyon? Sweet. I'll have a cup of serious ceremony, thanks. Doubt you would be able to appreciate the subtle flavors. Why don't I make you a Mal de Marsh? You can drink that instead. Wait, isn't that a mushroom? Drink it to get stronger. Appreciate it, will you? Should have said. Alright, I'll have 10 cups so you find his fingers water. Cheers. Okay. Make some change there. I decided not to rank out the gems because you don't actually really need that high of a rank to beat the game, especially when you could just over level to beat it instead. They just help out with more stats, but we will probably need them to probably be rank 10 for the super bosses. Alright, time to actually just do the cheat strat here, where we just use activate, which instantly throws a third in the party and saves us having to put him in our side. Commander, you made it. Oh, and you guys. They're with me. Don't pay them any attention. Let's just get this sorted. Okay then, let's start with the manufacturing unit. Not changed a bit, have they? Well, they're on the right track, but they can't quite shake the old ways just yet. Vamda's a pretty great colony. They won't lose sight of what they need to do. It's easy, Commander. There's something... Tanya, please. We're in the middle of an inquiry here. Let her speak. We found evidence of trespassers in the colony. Are you sure? Don't be ridiculous. After we've just been attacked by Agnes, I'm afraid I didn't wait for approval. I put together a unit to tail them and send them out at once. So you forgive this instead of permission? How unlike you, Tanya. Did the right thing in not waiting to act. Use your best judgment in this matter. Yes, sir. Alright, Captain Rush. Sergeant Tanya, come with me. We'll do. Come on, Tanya. Seems we'll have to put our talk on the back burner for now. Nothing to be done about this. This trespassing matter is more urgent. It is, rather. No idea where they've come from. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help us look into it. There's no question of that. Of course we will. Reaching out to the engineers and serving branch, see if they can pass us any info. Roger that. We'll take care of it. Says we could talk more in the other entrance to back to Weldon. Alright. That's how he says. Okay. Let's go here then. This is the closest we can have to it. This is somewhat close to the area that will eventually lead to Colony Tal though, so yeah. Marbles? Commander, you're here too? Don't mind me. Please continue. Yes, sir. I just received word confirming the traces of trespass. We're coming in the area now. Unwanted guests are headed in the direction of the forest. I can't imagine they'll slink away without trying something. Footprints. We'll follow them. Okay. Hunch with the detached force then. We're counting on you.
この足跡は手だれかもしれない。あちらに向かっているようだ。
Right. Well, these are people's prints, that's for sure. It looks like they saw something but then they ran back afterwards. I will say, I guess it makes up for the long time thing.
嫌なものだな。仲間たちが襲われていないのは不幸中の幸いか。
The footprints just end. What does it mean? Hey, you lot, can you tell me your position right now? We were following a set of footprints that thought might belong to the trespassers. They fled to back to Lava. How do you know that? Took the autolev out and had a gander for engineers. You got approval for an autolev? Autolev is our pet project. We don't need permission to use it. Or, don't tell it, Commander, no. You know he's right here, do you? Anyway, if you're after the trespassers, try to roll Wildwood. Good hunting. Right, message from Togrim before I forget. Now, so the trespasser's favor indicates they're probably up to something. So be on your guard if it comes down to a fight, okay? Keep in mind, this was available in Chapter 6, so we're kind of over-leveled this. Really just gonna let her use that thing whenever she wants. What to worry about. Told her she doesn't need my permission. We'll talk. We can talk later. We have to get to the low wildwood. Oh yeah, right. Okay, we already went lower before once. So now we're gonna go back here and go back here again. Now I wish there was more than one landmark here. That would be nice for a change to have at least 2 landmarks, maybe more. Of course, this is a pretty high level area. Imagine not being forced to walk here is already is level 50. Yeah, you'd have to dodge everything, obviously. This big dragon we took out in a previous video had quite a bit of health, but it was worth a lot of points. For sure, we're probably gonna have one permanent soul hacker in our party eventually. Ah, we found them. Some. Oh, those are Keith soldiers. Well, if it isn't the colony Lambda in reserve after all this time. Now you. Got so much to catch up on, you and I. Thought we wiped you out last we met in battle. Colony may have been destroyed by Olafs and all those fancy toys, but we survived. Oh, we couldn't die until we got our revenge on Colony Lambda. But they can't be. They are, the best of Colony 13, come to finish their long vendetta on us. Well, with us. We tried starting a new life in a new colony, but it wasn't enough. It couldn't quench our hatred. Slaughtered our friends in Colony 13. Thought of avenging them against you is the only thing that's kept our flame clocks ticking. The friends we've lost all because of your poisonous game. Sets us. What point is there in letting your desire for revenge consume you? If we care about that now, all we want is to wipe Colony Lambda off the map. No point in talking to a brick wall. Talk about our poison? We'll show you our poison. Alright. We're probably not going to be able to draw Lucky 7 in every single battle, but whenever we can, doing that will probably make the battle way easier. Now with a Surda, of course, that means we have a regenerate circle, which helps out a lot. Though with only one tank, it's kind of difficult to get them off of everyone. There we go. Time to use my Lucky 7. Wow, so he got lucky 7 at the end of that battle. There's no point in using a chain. They probably weren't worth that many CP. That's them gone. I'll be honest. It doesn't feel great. Still, we saw off the threat. Thanks for your quick reflexes. All we did was fight. Everyone in Lambda did the real work. Ha, well said. I'll thank them. Let's leave the cleanup to the team and give it back to the commander's office. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, I've decided, since I was going to do another hero quest, and I'm still going to focus on that here, but I guess instead we have to do a couple quests in Lambda before we can do stuff. No, we've been lurching from crisis to crisis lately, but I want to thank you for your teamwork. You all managed to pull your own weight, and I'm thoroughly impressed. Guess so. We didn't have much alternative. It was that, or end up in even more dire straits. As Captain Ross said, there wasn't much else we could do. Had to act for the sake of the colony. I'm the one who forestalled the orders. There's a punishment to be borne. I'll bear it. I'm not accusing any of you. If anything, I'm proud of you all, actually, for thinking on your feet. Call the birds all you want, but they can walk the walk. Not how I'd phrase it, but I'm with you. Sounds pretty spineless, but I think we gave up the on thinking for ourselves. Maybe we just didn't want to be responsible, even for the important stuff. Hoji's actions have really shaken things up. It's not a bad thing to advocate for change. We're going to make mistakes from time to time, but your decisions and actions are what will lead us to a new future. If the commander was currently waiting for this opportunity to rise, if I keep on barking orders and enforcing rules, then ultimately nothing's gonna change. Change, you have to do it yourself. We all realize that, and that's why you were able to act as you did. But you can realize it before any of us acted on it. Commander, can't we bring Koji back? I agree, if we can. Is that your collective opinion? Shins were wrong, no doubt, but it was Koji's words that kicked all of this off. Think anyone doubts that either. I can't deny it. We need to work together towards this new future. I'll need his help for that. I see. That's so. As of now, Koji can return to active duty, albeit stripped for his sort of position. However, remain under close surveillance. Such behavior warrants harsh punishment. Only Lambda's changing. Let's see how it goes. This is all thanks to you. Not at all. You know the people of Colony Lambda managed this. You kept doing what you do, and I know you'll make something great. Oh, I intend to set it on the right path, yes, but the colony will continue to grow by my hand or not. And we got the rank up on this colony. Okay, so they changed a lot, so now they trust and are friends. Oh, this is Koji. Oh yeah, that's Koji. Oh, she's right here. Better behave from now on, mister. Ah, you lot. I hate to have roped you into all this with Lambda. For better or worse, your actions have shaped the future of Lambda. Indeed, Scott, really, that was all you and the commander, so thank you. I'll work like a better to help everyone from now on. Right. Alright. Seems we might have need to have done this quest for us first before we could do anything. Alright. Now maybe that quest that spawned from earlier will spawn again. Now we need Jennifer in the party to see it likely, so we'll of course have to put her back in. I don't know, but I feel like something might have triggered from doing that quest. The problem is I know where it triggered. Because I checked on the old colony, the everything. And I checked around Colony Towel. Nothing was there the last I checked. Well, now this colony is basically done now in terms of extra stuff. We've pretty much done everything we need to do here. Alright. Still nothing. Give me a minute. I have to look at my cheat guide. Need to see where to go. My apologies. This kind of stuff is probably gonna happen, especially when I forget where to go. So apparently this is a talk to quest. I'm supposed to talk to someone. But the specific people that are supposed to be in Colony Town are not here for some reason. I found out where they are, but the problem is it seems like they're not in the exact place I thought, so I think we have to go all the way up here to the Furanis. Oh yeah, see there's two people on the top. You know what? Save time. We're just gonna go there. Anything that's a green info icon, that means there might be people here. Wait, maybe that's not the case. Oh, there's this Guam up here. Never really talked to him. A big problem, actually. Oh, these are just different people. Yeah, unfortunately there's not much to know. Whoa, what the... That was great. So, I checked everything. I checked to make sure I'm not missing stuff. But apparently... we might be missing something. What's funny is, I feel like we have done... Wait, what if we did learning from Lambda? We actually need to... You know what? To make sure I'm not missing a quest, I'm gonna check for this. This is one quest here called Learning from Lambda. To make sure I do lowest required level. Lacking on else. I want to make sure that I'm not missing this. Well, then Caressia finds her calling. There's all sorts of other spots locked behind this quest too, and it's kind of tedious. Alright, sad to say, I think we're gonna have to just explore the area around. Hang on, I'm not giving up here. I'm gonna pause for a moment. I'm gonna see if I can find this off screen. Yo, guess what, guys? I just found out something. This guy that gives the quest is a complete troll. Because you know what? Yep, he's shy. He only comes out at nighttime. That means we have to change it to nighttime. And then all of a sudden, there's this guy called Rowland that appears out of freaking nowhere land. And now we are to finally talk to him. And now he's going to offer us a quest. The game doesn't actually mention this. My guide doesn't even mention this. But you have to do this hidden quest before the side quest will even spawn that we need. And you need this to get Juniper's hero ascension quest. So anyways, we're gonna do this now. Where would you even find 50 good Aberdeen's? It's always tough this time of year. Ah, well, what can you do? Not gonna lie, after getting stuff like that. Oh yes, couple of info. There, have you been making most of all the rope sides? Yeah, they've made getting around the forest a real base. Here's a tip then, there's plenty more to be found, still strung on the roll. Find them useful, that's a guaranteed, and whatever you do, be grateful for Juniper for teaching you this life-changing skill. Alright, so we got a new affinity log on. Alright, now we need to discuss the info to get a new quest. And that's what I'm gonna do after we do this. I think we've gotten pretty good at using those rope sides. Yeah, I feel quite used to them now. They're low defend too. I feel like I've seen them around the Forest region as well. Anything that makes traversal easier is a welcome tool as far as I'm concerned. Since we're on the subject, what about those low bronchic gizmos the militaries have left all over the shop? Those that are typically parried and placed via levnesses, I'm afraid most aren't in active use. But if we use them, we might be able to get access to some new places, right? That's actually a pretty good idea if you ignore the guy that said it. Need to add that last part. Good fake events. Next time we see one, let's try using it. Alright. Everyone in Colony Tell is out gathering food, right? Right, food stocks are pretty tight at this time of year. Is it really that rough? Could have fooled me. We're not exactly dispute. It's more about our relationship with our neighbors. What do you mean by that? Always give a bit of the to the Turkins around this time of year. Keeps them sweet between us. We got something of alliance going on right now. That's different. There's this one Turkin they call the Turkling. Would you like to go and meet him? Sounds fun. I'm game. First, I have to talk to Roland about the foolish situation now. Yeah. And his Turkin alliance too. That sounds different. Like, what's an alliance with a clearly monster kind of thing? Anyway, let's do this quest. Roland, how are the food supplies looking? If it's all there, I'll run it over. No, we're not done yet. Truth is, we don't have enough. I don't think the colony's really in a position to be sharing right now. I see. Honestly, though, I'm more upset about my prospect of losing my grub to those feather veins. Haha. Huh? Such a lunchtime tradition, I guess we gotta keep it up. Rather avoid forcing people to hand food over if it's all possible. Will that be okay? We kept this up because it was tradition, but if it's giving the colony a hard time, we might have to end it. Fine either way, your decision, Juniper. If you want to keep this Turkin alliance up, then we need a hand raising the supplies. I'm looking for green nectarines, Turkin grass, shiny roses, Aberdeen's, 50 of each if you please. Get fresh too, so keep their perishability in mind when you decide who's first. If you want to end the alliance, you better go and talk to the Turkits directly. Since I'll give it some thought. As I said, it's your decision. I got some food stocked in here, remember, so don't hesitate to give me a shout. So, We need some green nectarines. I'll just look at that in the items section so I can figure out where that's supposed to be. Alright, that's in... It's possible we might be able to just buy this from the Lopon store too, we don't know yet. How... Alright, we need to go down a little bit before sharing to find it. Oh, that's a little bit further down than I thought. There it is, green nectarine. Found in Fintasy region, so it's a random drop. We'll have to probably just walk around. Unless... Oh, whoa. The act of even triggering that caused question marks to spawn? No, there's so many different ones. Whoa. Okay, well, let's see if we can buy any from this trailer. Nope. Alright. So you have to do this the old-fashioned way. We'll probably find most of these in Back to Wildhood as per usual. Here's one. Needing 50 of an item? That's quite a significant amount, if you ask me. Alright. I don't like doing like a bad route where we take an advance or something. I think it'd be better if we just completed the normal thing. Because that way we could just get it up immediately. Okay, there is some Turkin grass down here too. Yeah, it does show exclamation points, but only when you get close. So yeah, lots of this random moving around and doing other stuff. Okay, we have to get this more at the start. Alright, obviously I'm not going to go through, like, showing you all of this, so I'm just gonna pause until I get all of the items. Alright, guys, I decided to come back a bit earlier because I wanted to actually show you what I'm actually doing. For those of you who don't know, if you're ever struggling with collectibles, there's a cheese that still allows you to travel to the same point again to collect, although initially in 2, this let you respawn the collectible point immediately. This one, it does not at all. Instead, you do a respawn. My old strategy was actually going to go to Vista Ranar and just get the green nectarines around there, but I eventually found a slightly easier strategy that's even quicker. Although, trying to go to the other spots, I actually found nothing originally. It was kind of unlucky, so we're going to try this again. Hopefully this will work better. I was off camera, of course. But I noticed that they can be found here as well. Although I initially tried this and I... at first I got like 2, but now I found nothing. Oh! Oh, there was even more. Oh, wait, there is more shiny rope. Oh. Tell you what. I think I have been picking up a lot of these already. Okay, this is probably a really good place for this particular item. Maybe I should have just gone with this one. Yeah, because there's lots of flowers around this area. But basically, I've been going between this zone and this zone called the Vales of Renar. That seems to have the collectibles we particularly need. I'm not too worried about Turkin grass. We've gotten tons of that already, just from other parts of the game and also through just collecting it naturally. It seems like they are available here too, so that's good to know. When I was doing one of the loops, I saw that there were some items up there, and those actually, some of them turned out to be green nectarines at first, so green nectarines have quite a few spawn spots, actually. Jump down here. That was a long wait for that item. Okay, honestly though, probably going for those collectible points isn't really worth it, so I'm gonna do this the cheap way. So basically, you do the collectible thing and then you just go in to do other stuff. And I've decided I'm gonna use it to like finish off the quest. I figure it'd be at least nice to show you what happens when I'm done with this scene. Just to show you how much effort I've gone through just to do this one quest. Basically, yeah, we do that, and then we just head all the way back to... I count now the moment we accepted that quest. Not necessarily completed it, but accepted it, suddenly spawned in a whole bunch of other quests to do. I don't know why that quest was causing so much problems, but it really was. It is a big problem. It was. Big pain in the butt is what it is. We are basically gonna be going back to this part for a little bit. Obviously I'm not gonna show all this, so I'm just gonna come back when I completed this part of the quest. Alright guys, we finally completed the quest. Pro tip, glare RPDs are found more frequently in the lower Makta Worldhood if you want to get them. But keep in mind this is also a level 40 quest, so if you go down here early, you will probably death loop quite a bit, as there are some really hard monsters here that will very quickly kill you. You will pretty much have to weave around them to avoid them, but it's probably worth it if you're doing other stuff. Because of that, if you're doing like a speed run, you're probably best off not doing this until later. Regardless of which run you do, you're going to have to head to the Turkin Hold regardless. However, you can choose to enter here early and just end the alliance early. However, if you come here with the materials, here for you come to give tasty food? Yes, as per our alliance agreement. Here's your share. Good. Pass food. Can I wait with open beak for 16 months? So, Yeah, there are two different I did, so that's... I think the other one actually has you fighting some of them, probably, but they're just gonna... Alliance going because we are friendly and we do not like stuff. Although it's kind of odd by its sense. Anyways, Valkyrie, I've come to bring food as per the terms of our alliance. Good humans. So look like you confirmed to rules of contract. Oh, where's Manor? Will you eat fruit? Oh, we're good. You could just get up with counting the goods. It's always speedy rushing. I count now. 1, 3, 4, 5. Wait, let me recount. How many I count now? 5. Well, yeah, that was 5. At the pace rate. Don't have how many days it takes you to cut this out. Then eat out my strong soup. Please eat it for while you wait. It all counted and accounted for. I'm glad to hear it. Then long may our alliance continue. Yes, to continue. Turk and human alliance is strong. We're happy to work with you. Pleasure is all ours. Looks like everything went well. Cooperation's the way to go. Thanks for coming with me. The talks were a success. We managed to again preserve a delicate alliance, and that's how I'd like it to stay. And we are done. And because this took a little bit... Oh, and talking to him gives us some extra colony stuff. In fact, if you do that, you get some more people that you can talk to for some extra info points. So, all the more reason to do this alliance versus stopping it. So you get extra NCPs here if you handle the NCPs here if you do other stuff. Anyways, we needed to trigger that because doing that spawns a random info spot here. This is what we needed to even do to begin the next area. But, sad to say, that's all we have time for. We took quite a while to do this. Yeah, it took me about, based off of my time, about 30 or so minutes to gather the materials. Keep in mind we had some gathered before, but yeah, it took a lot of me. So we definitely had the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like, you enjoyed, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.